Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the brand new Declasse Impaler LX cruiser that has been released into Grand Theft Auto Online alongside the Vapid Dominator FX cruiser. So if you're interested in that one, go check out that customization and review as well. But we're going to go ahead and hop into the Impaler and see what we can get into with this vehicle. Starting off with the armor, we're going to go all the way up on that. For the brakes, same deal. For the bumpers, we got to see what we can actually do here, and I'm not 100% sure what that is going to be or look like because I'm not really familiar with the LX itself, and I think that these are pretty similar customization options to the stock variant of the LX. Low key, I think I almost just want to go for the primary stock bumper. I kind of like the look of it. Maybe this one actually, maybe the primary bumper with reflectors. Let's do that instead actually. I kind of like that. For the rear bumper, we have a few different options as well. I kind of like the primary classic bumper. I'm going to go for that one, I think. I think that's the move. For the engine, we're going to go all the way up on that. For the exhausts, I have to say I do like the chrome angled exhausts. Titanium twin exhausts, not so much. It has a few side exits, which is cool. I think I'm going to go for the chrome angled exhausts. I think that's the only one that makes any sort of sense. For the antenna, we can do a chrome antenna, primary antenna, or secondary. Let's do a secondary antenna, might as well. Let's do that. For the grille itself on the vehicle, oh boy, what do we want to go for here? I kind of like the chrome vintage grille, but at the same time, the primary mesh is kind of nice too. Let's go for that option, I think. For the hood itself, we got the primary vented hood, we got the ram air hood, the primary low cowl induction hood as well. We have the primary high cowl, the dual filter blower, large filter blower, oval intake bug catcher, or triple intake. I think I'm going to go for the primary ram air hood. I feel like that's the best looking option for this vehicle for right now. So we'll go for that. We will go xenon for the lights. For the livery, we have the City of Los Santos livery equipped right now. We also have the City of Los Santos Police alternate. We have the LS Police Light, LS Police, LS Highway Patrol Light, LS Highway Patrol again. We also have the Los Santos Sheriff alternate. We have the LS State Trooper, the LS State Trooper as well. We have the Los Santos Police, the Los Santos County, and the Los Santos State Trooper as well. Interesting. I kind of like the State Trooper one. I think that's kind of neat. It's kind of different. At the same time, maybe the LS State Trooper. I kind of like the look of that. I think that's a good looking livery, so we're going to go for that one. For the mirrors, we have the option to remove them. We have the chrome round mirrors, primary round mirrors, chrome squared, chrome classic mirrors, primary vintage. Ooh, I'm kind of feeling like stock is fine, but I guess I got to change something, so maybe the primary classic mirrors. Let's go for those. For police equipment, we can equip a couple of searchlights on here if we want to. I think I'll have them both facing up this time around. Emergency lighting, we have a bunch of different options here actually. So we got emergency lighting number 1, which is just inside the police car there. We got number 2, we got number 3, we got number 4, we got number 5, we got number 6, and we have number 7. Let's go for number 7, just because I think it's the biggest surface area and I just kind of think it looks the best. For the push bar, we have a few different options. We got the basic push bar, the patrol push bar, the response push bar, prowler push bar, interceptor push bar, the tactical push bar, assault, or push bar with sirens. I think I'm going to go for the assault push bar. That's the one I usually go for on these, so I'm going to stick with that theme. I'm debating similarly to the FX Cruiser if I should just go all white on this, and I do think it looks really good. I think that I will actually go all white on this. Let's go ahead and pick that. And then, yeah, I'm just going to go double white. I know that's kind of boring, but I feel like these guys kind of need the brighter color. So we got that going. For the trim, we got the chrome trim strip or chrome trim set. I'm kind of feeling like we don't need it, so we're going to avoid that. For the spoiler option here, though, we do have a bunch of different ones actually, so that's kind of cool. I'm not a fan of these like supports and anything like that on the back there, so I think I'm probably just going to go for the primary lip. I think that's good enough, so we'll do that. Suspension, could lower it. I think I'm going to keep it raised though, just in case I have to go off-road. Race transmission, we'll go for that. Turbo tuning as well, let's go for those. And let's see, the wheels on this thing are stock. and they look fine, but I'm wondering if I should just change them to the Spooner just because I think that I should. Let's just do it. Why not? And for the tires, we will go bulletproof, and for the windows, we'll do a light smoke tint. This thing's looking pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with it so far. Let's take it outside. We're going to do a sound test and a full review on the car. All right, let's see how this thing sounds. Honestly, yeah, pretty mid. It sounds the same as the regular LX. The interior on this one is pretty similar to the FX Cruiser, if not actually almost identical, I think, except for I think the gauge cluster might be a little bit different. Still cool looking, still interesting and unique. Definitely a little bit on the different side, which is cool. Definitely a cool car overall. I'm more of a fan of the police variant of this car than I am of the regular variant of the LX. I just don't think it's that awesome of a vehicle. This thing is pretty cool though. The suspension is super bouncy. It feels like I don't know, I've never played GTA 4, but I've seen people play GTA 4. And this car, I feel like the suspension like reminds me of watching people play GTA 4. Like it's just super. Hang on, I gotta take care of business. One sec. We got a runner. Okay. Anyways, runner has been taken care of, luckily. That's good. Yeah, the Impaler LX Cruiser definitely is a pretty cool vehicle. I actually am a fan of this one. I'm looking forward to using this in some manhunts. Now, as far as the performance goes, it handles relatively well. It handles kind of like you'd expect it to. It's not really too understeery. It's not really too oversteery. I'd say it's well balanced, relatively at least. It's definitely more geared towards oversteer than understeer, which is a good thing. If you know how to drive, you know that that's a good thing, because there's not really much you can do about understeer, but if you're good at driving, you can control oversteer relatively easily. So it definitely feels pretty good to drive. The suspension being so soft is actually kind of helpful for like going over really bumpy terrain, and you know, roads that have a lot of elevation changes in them and stuff like that. So definitely a welcome I don't know, piece of the puzzle, I guess, when it comes to this car. I have to say I'm pretty impressed with this thing now. I can't remember how much I just purchased this for. Let's actually just quickly go and find out. On Warstock Cash and Carry, 4.8 mil. 4.8 mil for this. It's cheaper than the Greenwood. It feels about the same as the Greenwood. So if you're kind of torn between those two cars, or maybe the SC Cruiser as well, I think that the LX is actually the best out of the three of them, which is kind of tough for me to say because I actually like the Greenwood a lot, and I actually hate the SC, but I hate the LX less. So I think this is a good one to pick up if you're looking for that sort of older style police car. Obviously there's going to be some people that are going to buy every single cop car, but if you had to have like just one police car, I don't think it's the Declasse Impaler LX. I just don't think that makes the most sense. If you're looking for a four-door police car, that shortens, you know, the list down a little bit, and you might consider this one, but you've got other good options like the Greenwood and the SC Cruiser that both, you know, perform relatively well. Even the LE Cruiser is pretty good, and you know what, even the unmarked Cruiser, as slow as it is the cheapest police car in the game as well, so you got to consider that at some point too. Overall, I think the LX Cruiser, though, is a pretty good vehicle. I'm happy that I have it. I'm excited to use it in manhunts, like I said before. I think it's going to be a fun one. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it. Like, the handling's pretty good. The acceleration is okay. The top speed is also okay, but kind of nothing really more than that. Overall, cool vehicle, not really worth the $4.8 million, especially if it's going to be your only police car. But yeah, there you have it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my Declasse Impaler LX customization and review in GTA Online. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike, subscribe to my channel if you guys are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Peace.